So we've got a function A, x, you've got times 5 and then subtract 3 and we get y. Work out y when x is minus 2, so put in minus 2, times it by 5 will be minus 10, take away 3 will be minus 13. So the first bit's minus 13 for 1 mark, that should be quite straightforward. Work out x when y is 72, so y is 72, this one's 72. Here, opposite, I'll have to add 3, so that'll be 75. And here I'll have to divide by 5, so that will be 15. 1 more mark. Find the inverse function of a. Whereas when we go backwards here, so I have to add 3. But we don't put in y, we actually imagine putting in x. So we put in x, we add 3, and then we divide by 5. And that is the opposite thing. If you don't want to put y, because the function starts off with is all in terms of x, so that's how it should be. And here's another function, function b is times by d and then add e. Right, we've got a composite function, we've got two functions together. We've got function a to start with and then function b. So when m is put into there, well, function a, let's write it down, function a is times by 5 subtract 3. So that's times by 5 subtract 3. And if I put in 4 into there, times by 5, 20 to 3, out comes 17. And I put into the second function, which is times by d plus e, so that's times by d plus e, and out comes n, in this case that's 53. So the first thing says 17 times d gives me 17d plus e equals 53. And next time I'm going to put in 9, so I've got 9 to go in, times by 5 is 45, subtract 3 is 42. So 42 is going to come out of function A, it's going to go into function B, we're going to times it by D and then add E, and out comes 128. And so that means I've got 42D plus E equals 128. And now I've got two equations, two unknowns. I can see the E's are the same. I'm going to swap this one around. I'm going to put that one at the bottom so I was like subtracting, and it's easier for me to see this way. So 17D plus E equals 53, and I'm going to subtract these bottom two here. And 42d take away 17d is 25d plus nothing, and that will give you 75. So d equals 3. That's good. And once I've got d is 3, then I can work out, substitute it into one of them. I'm going to substitute it into this bottom one here to find out what E is. So 17 D's, 17 3's, 51 plus the E equals 53. Pretty obviously E equals 2. I could check in the other one, but that will do me. The important thing is I think putting up what happens to each function underneath it, seeing it going along here as a flow diagram is really helpful. And then spotting you've got two things to work out, expecting to have simultaneous equations is helpful. That's 13 done.